Run out of skin tech. If you guys buy some skin tech, send it over, Moon. Moon, just send it over to me. I know you got some skin tech coming. Just send it over to me. This is one of my favorite things to talk about because it's something that really shifted my way of thinking, and it got me intentionally thinking of why I was getting the results I was getting and how I can shift it and change it. And I believe this, it's a cake of different things, but I believe that this was what allowed me to become disciplined in a lot of areas, not just in one area, but a lot of different areas. And you'll see why. And self-image is very important to me, maybe because Bob talked about it so much with us. Being on the Jets and being at their home, he would always ask me how are you doing self-image wise? And that really kind of shifted the small things like dressing and the way I dress and the vocabulary that I use. You know, just everything. And it's not for the outside, it's always for the inside, for yourself. So I believe this, I get really excited to talk about self-image because like I said, it's done me some good. And I know for a fact, if you, that's why, see, you not sharing your screen is also some type of seed of self-image. You not going to, you know, just, you not going to, let's say Dubai or whatever it is, and it's, let's say it's a money deal, but it really isn't a money deal, it's a self-image deal. You not, even there's people that are on the team that I've allowed people to be on here multiple times, and they just can't find a way to do it, not because of money, but because of the way that they're looking at themselves. You not being able to recruit and bringing people in your organization is a self-image deal. You being scared to do a presentation or you being scared to talk to the newest person, it's everything that deals with self-image. The weight that you have on your body right now is based on the way that you're looking at yourself, which is self-image. So I'm going to go into this and I'm going to break it down to the point where you're going to love it, because I love it every single time. It's not my information. It's just information that I've been able to apply in my life, and I still apply it today on my self-image. So whenever I look at my paradigm, I look at my self-image as a person. How can I shift my self-image? If you want to lead thousands of people, what type of self-image do you have to have for you to do that? If you want to lead 5 people, what type of self-image do you want to have for you to do that? Do you want to be a follower your whole road to success? Then what type of self-image do you want to have for that? Regardless of what it is for you, it's for you. So I'm going to get right into it. And I don't know if you talked to some of the other groups. I told you this is something that really excites me. And I was on there for about 2.5 hours. I promise you, I won't be, I won't be 2.5 hours today because we for one, I got a call, and for two, you know, I'm just not going to do that. But I want you to just think about yourself right now, because the more you grow you, the better your group is going to grow, or the more you grow you, your income is going to change, or the more you grow you, your awareness and your frequency and your the way that you think and your mindset will shift. And you got to take a close look at yourself. Now, I'm going to say some things that probably you may not like, and it's really going to test you. And I may say some things that really get you excited and etc. But like I said to Desi's call and Julia's call and all the other leaders that were on there, I don't want you, the reason why I don't like doing some of these facilitations and some of these consulting, if you would say, is because your group and your team does exactly what you do. And I don't want you all to think that this is how you build the business. This is not how you build the business. You build the people up, and then the people go out there and build the business. And I know how important it is for me to build the people up, and how important it is, Max, for you to raise your level of awareness of the way that you see yourself, for you to go out there and develop and build not just yourself, but build other people as well. But there's a couple of people on the line that one of them is, you're going to get the information. It sounds awesome, sexy, and then you want to go out there and you want to teach it to people, and you haven't even applied it in your life yet. And then you got the other ones that they get fired up and they're like, you know what, I'm going to make a decision this week, not this month, this week, meaning we got 7 days before I think 8 days left before the month is over. And I'm going to test this thing out. Well, hopefully I'm talking to the person that's looking to just not just test it out, but teach it to the people as well. But I told the group yesterday, become something new for your team to come to you and say, what the heck did you do? Don't get new information for you to have to go to your team. See, when I change, you all have to come to me and say, Darrin, I can see your energy and everything shifting. What are you doing? Not because I've read something and I told you guys about it, because knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. And that's what I want you all to do. So I want you to look at this right here. I never forget, we're going to talk about paradigm. And paradigm is really a self-image. And never forget when Bob told me something and he said, Darrin, when I look at a person, I look at you this way. And I'm thinking, how the heck do you look at me like a stick figure? How the heck do you look at me that way? Now, if you've been in front of Bob and you've been really close, you'll see him look up, down, up, down. I mean, his eyes go from your forehead to your chin, forehead, chin, forehead, chin. It's kind of weird. I'm thinking, what the heck? Bob, I'm right here. But that's when I realized that he is looking at me as a conscious and subconscious. He's looking at me as a stick figure. And the more and more you study this, the more and more me consciously, I probably don't do it to the newest person right when I just get done meeting them. But my groups and the people that talk to me, the people that text me, the people that call me, I look at you this way. I look at you this way, and that's how I can see, is my Wi-Fi doing good? Is it all right? Is it just breaking up for you, Jake, or are you guys good? Andy said, I'm good. All good? Okay, maybe it's you guys. Jake, you got to get a new laptop. Yeah, Angie's in the islands and she can hear me all the way from the island, so we're good. I want you to get this, all right? But I know what the paradigm's like when you all, if I just talk to you just for 5-10 minutes, I know exactly I know exactly if you're serious. I know exactly if you're going to do something. I know exactly. Leaders know that. Leaders know that. They know that. And you guys will know that too. When you guys build your organization and you're disciplining yourself, first of all, you'll never know it if you don't discipline yourself, but you'll know it when you discipline yourself and you start seeing other people, because energy is energy. You'll start feeling it. You'll start seeing, no, you're not serious. Yeah, I really want to do it. You want to, but conscious and subconscious, there's two types of self-images. Subconscious already has a multitude of different habits, within one thing. So the subconscious has multitudes of different habits that you've already developed over the years. And then the consciousness, so that's why the what is what? Imagination. You start off with imagination and the consciousness, but the subconscious has a self-image as well. That's why you all can say a goal, but your subconscious is laughing like, he said what? The conscious can only focus on one thing at a time. And that's why when you get excited, you go to a motivational speech or you go to a call like this and you get excited because your only focus is, this is awesome. I believe I can change. That's an image. But the subconscious takes over if you don't control and you don't hold that image. That's why you see people in your business, they get fired up, they get excited. They do the work for about 2 to 3 days, and they go right back down to the subconscious. That's why you'll have people join your business, and then the next day they want to get out of it because the subconscious mind kicks in. The subconscious mind is an image of the way that they think of themselves, and the consciousness psychs you out. Now understand this, conscious mind can accept and reject anything. Subconscious mind has to accept. It has to accept. There's no arguing it. Conscious mind can accept or reject an idea at any given moment. But the subconscious mind, whatever you plant in there, it can't argue it. It just has to accept it. So here it is, the conscious and the subconscious. Now, all of this is self-image. This right here is you. Picture you, okay? All of this is you. When I was working with my, I used to say working for, and I still say working for because, again, Bob has me, programmed to say that. When I enroll somebody, I work for them. They don't work for you, I work for them. So when I was selling the programs, I would tell people, my clients, I work for my clients. I work for them. I help them get results. I help them become successful. And my uncle hired me, and he was trying to get from, I forget what million he was at. He was at a few million, and he was trying to get to, I think, 6 or 7 million. I forget what it was. And I said, just give me your best, give me 6 of your best, 6 or 7 of your best sales reps. And never forget, I got them. To make a long story short, I didn't know how the company ran. I didn't know how to build their business. I knew what they were selling. I just didn't know how, how things were structured. All I needed to know was this: if I can change your self-image, I can change anything. When Corrine came to my place from Switzerland and stayed on my couch for 3 months, and she went from couldn't sell water to a well to top recruit in Europe, all I simply did was shift her self-image and change the way that she looked at herself. I changed the way that she looked at herself. I changed the way that she looked at her business. I changed the way that she looked at the world. And more importantly, I changed the way she looked at money as well. She had a big money paradigm. Well, your action controls your results. Your action, the subconscious, your self-image controls what you do. Your self-image controls everything what you do. It controls the color of the clothes you put on. It control, never forget, Bob said, Darrin, you're always wearing black or blue or gray. I said, yeah, I like black and blue and gray. He said, you should change it up a little bit. He said, be the best damn dress in the room. He said, don't look like you work at the place, look like you own the place. He said, come in here, whenever I see you, I want to see you looking like you own the place. Self-image has an aura. You want to make sure you see yourself as a leader, and when you walk in, your aura speaks before you speak. I don't have to go inside a building and a bunch of people and have to tell them I'm a diamond in any company. They will know I'm a diamond. Why is that? Oh, Darrin, you're saying that with so much ego. No, it's not. No. Insecure people look at it as ego. Secure people look at it as confidence. And you should have the same thing. If you thought that way, how would your business look today? If you thought that way, how would you communicate the business? Would you be bringing in people every day? Would you be building your business every day? If your self-image was a 6- and 7-figure earner. Your actions control your results. Now, whenever I think of self-image, subconscious mind, I think of self-image. It's a cake of different things. I'm going to break this down, and I'm going to show you guys why some of you are not getting the results you want in August, and why some of you guys are really skyrocketing. See, when I work with somebody, Renew asked a good question. She said, why do people fail at this business? I said, because they're focused on the skills. Well, what do they need to do? Focus on the behavior pattern. When I shifted my results, I focused on the behavior pattern. You know why? Skills is a self-image. If I focus on skills, my paradigm will tell me I can't do that. So I psych them out. Business and success is psychological. I psych them out and just get them focused on the behavior pattern. Just take one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. I told Angie, she's on the line right now, and what she told me was this. Can you send Jake the link? He just sent me his order. What I told Angie was this. I said, the more people know in this business, the less they do. She said, so do you want me to be ignorant in the business that I'm in? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the more people know what they have to do, the less they do. If you know everything you have to do and give up to get to the success where you want to go, Anna, you think your paradigm will allow you to do it? If you knew how much money you had to invest, how much time you had to invest, how much energy you had to invest, how many friends you may have to lose, how much family members will talk, you think your paradigm, when you see all the skills of what you have to do, you think your paradigm is going to say, let's do it. No. That's why I don't get people focused on skills. I get them focused on behavior patterns. And I've noticed it when Bob said, Darrin, do this daily, this daily, this daily. He told me to do 2 or 3 things daily. And what happened with that? I was doing and focusing on the behavior patterns, which changed. First of all, I created the image. I saw myself. I created the image. And I kept playing with that image every day. I kept fusing with it, is what Bob calls it. I kept fusing with it, kept playing with it. And then Bob gave me the behavior patterns that matched up with the image. You guys getting this? He gave me the behavior patterns that matched up with the with the image that I had. 2 or 3, not a lot. 3's a little bit too much, actually. 2 or 3. You don't want to confuse the paradigm. Here it is. The paradigm is fragile. You gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. A paradigm is like a glass, and you're holding it in your hand, and if you drop it, it's going to shatter. That's why you focus on 2 or 3 things at a time. You don't focus on 10. Darrin, give me 5 books, 6, 7 books, and you're confusing the paradigm. 2 or 3. I would take 2 at the most, actually. And when you focus on the behavior, you're shifting the self-image. You keep focusing on it. Then you look up. You look up. I said you focus on one thing at a time. When I say conscious mind can focus on one thing at a time. Conscious can focus on one thing at a time. Conscious can focus on one thing at a time. The subconscious mind focuses on multitudes of things at a time. That's why when you're enrolling someone and the seed is not that they can't do the business, or no, the seed is a self-image of, I don't know if here it is. I don't know if I can do it. Why? I ain't got the money. No, that's not the seed. That's just a habit of the paradigm that they're telling you. They'll tell you a ripple of different things. I don't have time. I don't have money. I don't have this. I don't have that. It's a multitude of different things in the subconscious mind that pours out to you. You guys getting this? That's when you're talking to their subconscious, which is their self-image. But when you focus on the behavior pattern, you got the consciousness focusing on 1 or 2 things. And you got the consciousness getting stronger and stronger with those 1 or 2 different behavior patterns. 1 or 2. And what you're doing is, while you're focusing on that 1 or 2 different behavior patterns, you're changing your self-image without even being conscious of you doing it. You're shifting yourself. Darrin, how'd you become a good communicator? I don't know. Bob just had me just put my head down while I was doing this. This was doing me. While I was doing, that kind of even sounded weird a little bit. While I was doing this, this was doing me. That's why I don't have people focusing on skills. Stop teaching your people to focus on skills. Get good at this. Just get them focused on behavior pattern. Stop getting your people to focus on, I told Desi, she's going for a big goal, told her to focus just on 1 or 2 things a day. Don't focus on 200,000 in volume. Just focus on just 2 or 3 things a day. It's called homework assignments. Homework. Do your homework daily. Just focus on your homework daily assignments. And then you'll look up at the end of the month and you'll probably be further than where you thought you were going to be. Now, conscious, subconscious. Now, this is what it is. Right now, you are on the left, okay? That's you on the left. On the right side is your new self-image, okay? The left side, conscious, subconscious, your mom's programmed you, your dad's programmed you, whoever's raised you programmed you, your environment's programmed you. If your mom and dad had money issues, you got money issues. If your mom and dad didn't have money issues, you probably don't have money issues. If your mom and dad, some of you guys work at the same job that your parents work at. Some of you guys think the same way. Some of you got whatever it is, it's a paradigm. Your environment, same thing. You set goals based on your environment. If your environment's struggling, you struggle. If your environment's winning, you winning. So whatever it is, environments programming you, school programs you, teachers program you, mom and dad program you, grandmother program you, whatever it is, you are already programmed. I love what Bob says. You may not be in control of why you're programmed the way you are today, but you are in control of you changing it tomorrow. Now, this right here, conscious and subconscious, we were going off what we see, hear, taste, touch, smell. That's why I don't get people focused on skills, because they go off what they see, hear, taste, touch, smell. And if they go off what they see, hear, taste, touch, smell, when you see somebody that's developed the faculties of the undeveloped, they compare it to their unfaculties that hasn't been developed. And guess what? They think they can't do it. A confused mind will not get anything done. The conscious, I look at it like a security guard. Subconscious, I look at it like it just takes command whenever you tell it to. It's waiting for you to give it a command, and it follows it. Conscious mind, it's guarding the subconscious mind. This is the way I look at it. Subconscious, it's behind it, waiting for you to give to it whatever you give. Now, here's the tricky part. Subconscious looks for and attracts, conscious looks for and attracts the things that the subconscious already have in there. That's why the Bible says, lean not on your own understanding. You look for what you are. You look for it. It looks for it. It's a radar. So here it is, the subconscious. That's why people, let's say you have a subconscious mind, and all you know is a 9 to 5. So what do you look for? You look for more 9 to 5s. An opportunity is more 9 to 5. Another 9 to 5. Get another job. When the conscious mind sees something like this, it cancels it out because it doesn't align up with the subconscious mind. That's why they call it scam. Ignorance is expensive. That's the only thing that's expensive is ignorance. Nothing in this world is expensive. The only thing that's expensive is ignorance. Lack of knowing. So the subconscious mind already is filled in with different things, and it looks for those things that it's already filled in with. Negative Nancy's look for sour Steves. Scary Larry's look for more scary Larry's, whatever you want to call them. I find it in my business as well. Regardless of how positive you want your organization, you're going to still have groups of people. The negative people hang out with the negative people. The gossipers hang out with the gossipers. The leaders hang out with the leaders. And guess what? The gossipers talk about the leaders and say we're favoritism the leaders. In reality, no, we're just on the same frequency of each other. Same thing when you're on the same frequency of your group. So just because you're in this environment, look at the people you talk to every day. They're on the same frequency as you. I told you I'm gonna step on some toes today. The conscious faculties are undeveloped. How do you change your self-image? By developing the faculties. What are the faculties? Perception, reason, intuition, memory, imagination, and will. There's books on this right here. I studied this to a T. Perception on what? Myself. Circumstances. We may not be able to change the circumstances that happen to us, but we can change the way that we look at the circumstances that happen to us. Circumstances, perception. Perception on what? The way I look at myself in this business. Do I see myself as a follower, or do I see myself as a leader? Do I see myself to just keep calling out goals, or do I see myself as hitting the goal? Do I see myself as being scared to invest in myself, or do I see myself as, no, I'm investing in myself? I will know your self-image. I was talking to somebody earlier this morning. I said, give me your bank statement. They said, why? I said, because that gives me my perception of the way that you look at yourself, of the way that your self-image is. You tell me that you want a 7-figure business, right? Yes. Well, then you better have more investments within this business than you do at anything else. It gives me, it tells me exactly what you, I remember Bob told me that. Bob said, Darrin, show me your statements. I said, for what? Show me your statements. Your consciousness is an image. You want this, but your subconscious, show me your statements. I'll tell you what your subconscious mind is on. You all should probably do that. Remember, I didn't look at Jake's statements, but I knew what his statements was when I went to the UK. Liquor, liquor, liquor. I'm thinking, you trying to get rich on liquor or something? You trying to make $1 million on liquor, on beer? No, why you say that? Because you're invested in it. You trying to make $1 million on food? No, why you say that? Because you eat out all the time, you're invested in it. But here it is, you're invested $250 in your business, and that's the only statement you have for it. But you're saying you want to go for 7 figures. I told you, I don't go off the person's mouth. I know exactly what you're going for. Why do you think I'm doing these calls? Why do you think I could have allowed anybody on here for free? Why do you think I said, nope, when you pay attention. When you pay attention. And it pays to know good information. I'm seeing if you're invested into yourself. I'm checking out your self-image. I'm seeing if you're really serious about what you're saying. Are you serious about your self-image? Are you serious about 7 figures? Are you serious about 6 figures? Are you serious? Are you serious? I don't care about the conscious mind. That gets tricked out every once in a while. I want to know your subconscious mind. Let me know that person. Are you serious? And then reason. You reason yourself. Well, I want this, but I could do, but whatever it is, you reason with yourself. Always reason the positive in everything. Always reason the positive. Nobody really knows, but last week, I think it was last week, I was driving Kaylee's car and wrecked it. I don't know what, I hit a curb or something. For about an hour or so, I'm thinking, oh gosh, what the hell? And I quickly shift my perception. I said, hell, she can get a new car now. We can buy a new car. I buy her a new car. Quickly shifted. Oh, well, let's just get another car. Or she can get another, not me, she's getting another car. She can have another car. Tier was there. I'm thinking, oh, God, this is going to be another 6,000. Reason myself, I said, just buy another one. If I didn't have these faculties, I wouldn't have thought that way. If I didn't have Earl Nightingale in my ear, would you be tripping about what you're tripping about now in the next 10 years or 10 months? Would you be tripping about it? No. Well, then why would you give it 10 minutes of your time? I reason with myself. And some of you all, you reason too. Some of you guys aren't even in the class. I've taken bits and pieces of this. This is the majority of this stuff is going to be in the class. This right here is like 2% of what I'm going to be talking about in the class. You're only going to get a little bit today. This is like, and some of you guys are looking like, oh my God, this is awesome stuff. Haven't even got really into it. Imagine what you're going to get in the class. But you're reasoning with yourself. You're thinking, oh my, you're trying to make sense for $500. Just think about it. Change of perception. You're making sense out of $500. You know why? On the left side, see, hear, taste, touch, smell. That's all you see. And there's no magic in what you can see, hear, taste, touch, smell. The magic is in the faculty side. That you got to get the conscious faculties and you got to develop those. What you see, hear, taste, touch, smell is a scoreboard of what you were thinking, what you did do. But you keep looking at your old, what you did do and what you were thinking. And now since you see it all day long, you be it all day long, and you keep attracting it all day long. Self-image. Next one's intuition. Like what Bob says, when we pray, we're talking to God. Intuition, God's talking to us. That's why you make a decision fast. Because if you don't make a decision fast, the conscious mind wants it. The conscious mind want to do it. Oh, let's do it. But then you start thinking. That's why when people say, give me some time to think, it's telling me, give me some time to talk to my paradigm. My biggest flaw probably is follow-ups. I don't do a lot of follow-ups. I'm not the follow-up guy. Now, don't be like me. You got to learn how to follow up. But paradigms kick in, baby. I'm telling you. If you can't make a committed decision right then and there for 500 to 2,000, I mean 1,000 or 250, then what the hell? I mean, it's quick decision. If you don't do it right then and there, the conscious mind now goes down to the subconscious. Now the subconscious is now bringing about different things. And guess what the subconscious mind is going to do? It's going to find what's already in there. If they're negative, they're going to look for the negative. It's attitude. It's self-image. It's just what people are. It's a cake of different things, Annie. So if your attitude is negative, this could be an amazing opportunity call right here, but you're going to look for the negative. You can get a pen and piece of paper, like I talked about earlier this morning on the daily inspiration call with iBoomerang. Get a daily, you can get just get a piece of paper. You can write out every single negative thing because you're looking for it. But if you're positive, you just do the same thing. You can get a piece of paper. You can write out every single positive thing because that's what you're looking for. Subconscious mind does the work for you. Now, the memory, imagination, will. The will is how long can you focus? The will is, I remember when Bob told me get a candle and light the candle and just stare at the candle until you're one with the candle. I said, how the heck can you be one with the candle? He said, just do it, son. Take a pencil, write a mark on one of the walls, and step back and just stare at it. You'd be amazed how just time how long your attention span is and just focus on it. You're right. Tier said the clouds. When I remember at my old house before I sold it, we used to look up and I used to teach them how to put holes in clouds. Remember when Bob said we could put holes in clouds? He said, we live in a magical world, son. Focus. Yes, absolutely. The laser beam. I'm thinking, he said all this scientific crazy stuff. And I'm thinking, what? And then I went home, I focused, and here it is, a cloud disappeared. You start off small with a small cloud. Do it tonight, today. Start off small with a small cloud. Just focus on it. And use your imagination that it's going to disappear. Just keep saying disappear, 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 disappear. And then boom, it's going to disappear. It's going to shock the heck out of you. But it makes sense as we live in a magical world. All things are possible. We can think about and do about anything. And then when your focus gets really good, you can pick a bigger cloud. Remember Tia and them, when Tia and them couldn't do it for the longest, and I said, just watch me. Focused on it, disappeared. They're like, how the heck is he doing that? When you start off, when we all started off, we started off as a baby. And ideas were being thrown at us, thoughts were being thrown at us, images was being thrown at us. And this is when your paradigm was being installed. When I put somebody in my business, this is the way I look at them. The newborn babies. And it's up to me to give them the right ideas, the right thoughts, and the right images for them to grow. Well, the same for you. So food, you got to give yourself the right ideas, the right thoughts, and the right images for you to develop into the leader that you want to develop into. You got to first start off with the image. Your image, your imagination of yourself should be getting bigger and bigger every single day. The bigger you are, the goals will start to get smaller for you. The bigger you are, the goals will get smaller for you. You got people that's been in this business for I don't know how long, and they think sapphires, it takes them 30 days to hit sapphire. Nope. When I get somebody in the business, I make a goal look so doggone small. And I get them to focus on just one or two things a day. And before you know it, they'll pick up their head and they'll do something that everybody else thought was so big, but the baby don't know what's big. Babies don't know what's big and small until you program them in this. I was talking to Julius and all of them today, and some of them need 20,000 in volume to go emerald. Some of them need 20,000, 15,000 to go ruby. And I said, you should do that by Wednesday or Thursday. They were thinking 20,000 though. I said, come on, wait a minute. Who told you it was big? Who told you it was big? You know why I do it? Because I'm around people that I felt silly. So-and-so told me, I won't say, so-and-so told me, Darrin, I want 100 skin techs and I want 100 Zents and I want 100. Tell me all the stuff, how many hundreds she wants. And I'm thinking, oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. You should get a discount for that. It's 100 of them. Yeah, let me call Holton, see what it is. And Holton, I felt him laughing just inside. And he's like, a discount? Yeah, they want 100 of this stuff and 100. Darrin, we don't do discounts unless they do 20,000 worth. He said, people call here and asking for 80,000 to 100,000. And I'm thinking, oh, my mindset was thinking too small. Darrin, that's what you're, Darrin, did you buy 100 of them yet? That's what you're supposed to do. You're a 8-9 figure earner. Oh. And here it is. You got people like Angie that's close to, she's a couple thousand away from Sapphire. And she's only been in for a week and a half, 2 weeks. Then you got people like Bessie that will be going diamond Diamond, you can earn up to about, I think about up to about 20-something thousand, 20,000 a week. And it hasn't even been a year yet that I've been working with. But then you got people that's been with me for 4 or 5 years, and they think Ruby's big. You know what all it tells me? Whoever has your ear has your life. Who you been talking to? Who you been listening to? Or what you've been watching? Listen, it says right here, ideas, thoughts, images, paradigm. This right here, it's open, wide open. There's no conscious mind. It's wide open. It's go. Some of you guys get information and you leave the conscious mind wide open and it goes right into your subconscious and you just automatically believe it. But then when it comes to success, you put on that hat, I call it cap, you put it on, that conscious, and then boom, it just ricochets. I can't do that. You can change your results by improving your self-image. Your self-image and your paradigm should always be in construction. Always. It should always be in construction. Cybernetics and paradigms are both controlled systems and operate essentially on the same principle. Both maintain a definite course of action and will deviate from that course that has been established. Definite course. That's why the conscious mind, it's not enough if you just get good information. The subconscious mind is a definite course. If we go in your house and we look at the temperature of the room, and the thermometer is, it's the thermostat, it's set on 70, whatever it is, I don't know, whatever your house is set on. And then here it is, you probably opened up a window or opened up a door, and then the temperature starts going down. And then you go to the door and you close it, or you close the window, and it goes right back up to where it needs to be. That's the way I look at when it comes to people in this business. They tell me they're going to do something, they get fired up, and then here it is, the door opens up within their subconscious or their conscious. They got a little wind, and then they get fired up, and here it is, it's awesome. And then Darrin leaves, and Darrin closes the door, or the leader closes the door, and they go right back to their self-image. You must alter the paradigm to achieve the results you desire. You got to change your temperature. I can't change it. I can tweak it up a little bit for a couple of hours. But Nick, I can't change it. If you want permanent results, see, that's why we say most people want change, but they don't want to be changed. A flight program is programmed into the plane's computer system. See, I remember when never forget, I love riding private. When you go private, you just never want to go back again. And I love talking to the people that are flying the planes, and I love watching them. So much stuff that so many buttons and et cetera. And I'm thinking, how do you know all this stuff? Oh, we don't have to, you know, yeah, we do. But one group, yeah, he goes to sleep, and then I'll stay up. He goes to sleep, and I'll stay up, or whatever it is. And he said, but we use most of the gas when we're going up. Most of the gas is used when the airplane is lifting up. And he said, and we got to take it through turbulence because all the wind and the pressure's coming back. But the flight knows where it's going. It's conditioned, it's programmed. We're going from Chicago to London. We know exactly where we're going, but we got to be the ones that pick it up off the ground. And when we get up there, we can then put it on cruise control and it knows exactly where it's going. Sounds like success. Here it is. You're lifting it up. You're lifting it up, and you're getting turbulence, and you're getting negative people, and you're getting the no's, and you're getting, and I find it funny that people don't read the book. Get the book, Think and Grow Rich, and read Persistence. When you talk about persistence, all hell breaks loose. All chaos breaks loose. That's why you do things before you're ready. Let me go back. You do things before you're ready, meaning you put it in the subconscious mind. I'm going to do it before I'm ready. Meaning, if the subconscious mind keeps finding it, subconscious mind, I like to say, helps the conscious mind find what's in the frequency of the subconscious mind. The conscious mind only looks for what it's in harmony with the subconscious mind. So when Bob said, Darrin, put yourself in a position that you have to make it work. Never forget, Bob said, get the Lamborghini. Make a long story short, I had to find at least 90,000 for my monthly payments to be $1,630. That's all I could afford at the time. $1,630 a month. Close to $2,000 a month. I said, I think I had about 100 and maybe 10,000 saved. And my dumb put the whole doggone pal in. He said, just put it in, just get it. And I said, it's 90,000. He said, just put it all in there. My car was $415. Put it in there. And I said, but Bob, what about the monthly payments? He said, when you put it in, you'll find the monthly payments. I said, how is that? I don't have it. You do things before you're ready, son. Put yourself in a position that the subconscious mind has to adapt to it because you forced it. You've now forced yourself to do something you're not ready for, but now you put it in the power of the subconscious mind. Now the conscious mind has to look for whatever's already in the subconscious mind. Before I sold it, had it for about 4.5 years. Never, I always, I mean, it's crazy how the magic works. Same thing when you have a baby. Some of you can't afford it, but when you have that baby, guess what? Finds a way every time to feed it. Broke people still having babies. They do things, you think they're ready? I think I'm ready to have a baby. Well, some people are, but majority of the world, where the baby come from? Where the hell this come from? They find a way every single time. Just like investing the money that you don't have, you have now unlocked the frequency of you thinking, now I'm going to find a way every single time. Just like you quitting your job and you don't have the funds for you to quit the job. Now you've now unlocked a way for you to think. Now don't quit your jobs, please. Don't, just take the analogy. But now you've now unlocked your way. Oh, now I see. Before that's why I told I'll never forget when I was going for Diamond, and I said I just got to be on the frequency of going for Diamond. This is 2 years ago, 2016, I think. First time I hit Diamond. And I needed about 67. I don't know. I always change the number. I think it's 62. And I went to the UK And Jake picked me up from the airport, and the person I went out there for was not my leader that I thought she was going to be, because I was going to pull her up to 1,500 a week, and which was platinum, and I think it was platinum. Don't quote me, but you know what I mean. And here it is. She wasn't the one, and I'm thinking, God, what do I have to do? I never forget calling Linda. I said, if I got to go in the debt and put in the money, I'll do it. I said, I'm way too close. She said, Darrin, you don't have to put in the money. I said, if I have to, I will do it. I'm way too close. I'll do things before I just need to get on the frequency of diamond. I'll put it in. I know the money's going to come back because I'm on the frequency of it. I understood the laws. I understood the conscious and subconscious. Just do things before I'm ready. And then the consciousness has to look for what I'm in harmony with. What you have right now is based on what you're in harmony with, based on your self-image. The cybernetic system measures the deviation from the set goal and corrects the flight pattern. I'll break it down in this way. Self-image, top conscious, McKinsey, bottom subconscious. Bottom says, I'm overweight. Top says, a decision to make a diet. A decision to lose some weight, get on a diet. But the subconscious mind says, it's laughing. I like to say the subconscious mind is a person. It's just laughing at you. It's a bully. You're not doing that. Maybe the conscious went to a doctor, and the doctor told Mary or Johnny, you're overweight, and if you don't lose weight, something's going to happen. They get I told you, the conscious can only focus on one thing at a time. Conscious gets fired up, we're going to lose some weight. Subconscious says, no, you're not. That day or that week, they ate a salad and some whatever it is and lost a few pounds. But then the deviation goes right back to the set goal, which is overweight. I never forget when I was in college and I got this information, and it happened so doggone fast. It's so crazy. And if you guys understand this information, you're gonna start to see that it happens so nuts. I mean, it's crazy. And here it is. I said, all right, I'm not going to party and drink for 6 to 7. I think I said 6 months. I think I went 9 months without doing it because I had to focus on my goals. When I got this information, I went all in. I said, all right, I text my friends. I said, don't text me about a party, drinking, whatever it is. At least like 20 minutes later, I was around the liquor. It's like God tests you. He puts you around it. As soon as you make a decision, I'm not going to do this, boom, he puts you around it. I'm going to invest in this. I'm going to put in $1,000 for this. Boom, a bill pops up. You guys are smiling because you know it's true. And then the subconscious says, we can't do that, man. We got to pay this bill. But the conscious got fired up and investing into themselves. But the subconscious says, no, we can't do that right now. Maybe next week. It puts in front of you what the subconscious is in harmony with. You want to lose weight? You made a decision. Guess what? You go to a party, there's cupcakes and there's cookies all over the place. And then you go to the person, they're eating the cupcake. I thought you were losing weight. Yeah, I thought I was too. Thought you were on a diet. I thought I was too. And it makes sense of it. The subconscious mind says, well, it is Marianne's birthday party. We can have it on a birthday party. No. When a person who is overweight goes on a diet without altering their self-image, any weight loss will be temporary. When my mom was trying to lose weight, I said, Mama, stop saying lose, because if you lose your keys, what happens? She said, you find them. I said, so stop saying you're losing weight, because when you lose the weight, you're going to find the weight. I said, start saying release, release, release. I release the weight, release the weight. I am releasing the weight, releasing the weight. The self-image, being a cybernetic instrument, measures the deviation from the set goal and immediately corrects the course. The weight that was lost is found. I'm talking to some of the leaders right now. What's up? What's going on, man? Oh, well, you know, I've tried. You tried. They never set the goal to hit a goal. They never in the first place set the goal. They got little wins, which made them think they were doing something. But at the end of the day, at the end of the month, did they hit the goal or not? No. That's why some people, they're going for a rank, they're going for a goal, and the volume is still the same as when they came in the business. They never made a committed decision. They never changed their self-image in the way that they see the business. They never changed their self-image in the way they're looking at themselves. This one I relate to. I relate to this so much. I relate to it so much that Bob shifted the way I was looking at myself in this in particular place. I didn't make the best grades. Basketball, you had to keep a 2.0. If you're out the country, you probably don't even know what I'm talking about, but you had to keep a C point average. Just put it that way. C and B, maybe 1D. But man, I don't know what I was trying to spell when you know, my grades F. I mean, just F. I mean, just what's going on? I mean, I was spelling fad, F-A-D. I had an F in this, an A in gym. It was always gym, A in gym, a D in English. And here it is. I'm thinking, how the heck am I getting a D in English? And that's all I speak is English. And for many years, I thought I was my results. Kids that make poor grades, they never look at it like it's a result on the outside. They always look at it as it's a result on the inside. I always thought I was a poor grade student. I never thought I just made a bad grade at that in particular time or moment. I always thought, Darrin, you just make bad grades. So my self-image was giving me more bad grades. And what happens is this: parents got it wrong. My parents had it wrong. They thought that people that made bad grades didn't want to make good grades. So why would you ground me thinking that that's going to do something? So what happens when you get grounded, the door opens up. Remember, you get fired up a little bit. I don't want to get grounded. And my grounded was long. 2 months. Never was a week, never was a weekend, month, 2 months. And we got whoopings too. None of this Johnny, none of the hand slaps. We got whoopings. Some of you guys online are like, what the hell is a whooping, Darrin? Strip butt naked, go outside, get your switch, and it's on. You would have thought we were slaves. So here it is. My mind, love my family too. They, you know, I needed the whoopings. So here it is. Don't call parenting. Darrin, I'm calling for you. I don't want any FBI agents at my parents' door. Don't call any. So here it is. I'm thinking, okay, listen, I'm going to do whatever it takes for me to get a good enough grade for me to get off punishment. Never make a good grade for me to just be an A student, a good grade. Never that. It was if I was on punishment, then I wanted to get off punishment. If I couldn't talk on the phone, I want to talk on the phone. They should have changed my self-image to think I don't make poor grades. I make good grades if I just shift the way I look at myself in school. And I used to look at people at school like, how the heck? Hey, I used to ask people all the time, how long did you study? Oh, I studied for about 10 minutes. You study for 10 minutes? Yeah. And they got an A+. And I studied for 4 hours and still got an F or a D. And then we used to say things like, oh, well, they were born like, no. Their self-image was different. Same for money. How do you work? You work in what? I was talking to my friend. He works for $20 an hour. $20 an hour, and he's bragging about how many hours he worked. 20 times 12. And I'm thinking, I work 20 hours, 12 hours, and I get paid $20. I said, you got $240. Yeah. Never looked at it that way. I said, I could sell socks, jaws, or basketballs for 30 minutes and get $240. My paradigm changed about money. My self-image changed. I don't have to work. I don't have to put in hours to make income. I provide service. Here it is. When a person is receiving poor grades in school, it is an expression of the self-image they hold. I was holding it. I went to 2 to 3 or 4 different schools for basketball. Just go here. Went to a private school, went to a Catholic school, went to a Christian school, went to a public school. My mom tried it all. In reality, they didn't try it in me. In me. That's why we say 5% is strategy, 95% is mindset. The person believes they are not very bright. They, of course, receive a report card that reflects their poor self-image. The parent makes the child give up recreational activities and study. The grades improve, but the improvement is temporary. The child has never changed their self-image. You know how hard it used to be for me just to read that paragraph to you because I thought I couldn't read until I changed my self-image? I love reading now. If I go to school and somebody says, who wants to read? I will be the one to raise my hand up right away. Back then, I would try to, just, you just couldn't see me. I was trying to just come down here, don't call on me. My friends try to be funny, and we called something called popcorn or some crazy stuff. And where one person reads and they get to call on the next person to read, they try to be funny and call my name every single time. And we want to popcorn Darrin, and I'm looking on you, mother. Well, guess what? It says they of course receive a report card that reflects their poor self-image. In this business, you will receive report cards that reflects your self-image. That's why I love network marketing. It gives you exactly what your self-image is. You can say all you want. You can say all the books you've read. You can say everything you do, but the report cards tells me everything. You got to do things before you're ready. There's 2 ways of changing your paradigm. Or I like to say self-image. One is emotional impact. Two is repetition. 9/11 was emotional impact. Repetition, this right here, it gets boring. That's why people don't like the repetition. Seeing the same thing over and over and over and over again. When I recruit somebody, when I bring somebody in the business, I say, give me a year. Give me a year. I need time to spend with you. I need time to talk to your paradigm. I need time to give you new images. I need time to give you new thoughts. I need time to give you new ideas. Give me some time with you. It's consulting. It's facilitating. It's tutoring. Allow me to let me tutor you. Let me tutor you and teach you on the good stuff. The reason why I got good stuff, not because of mentorship, I got tutored. I thank God for Bob and Linda. Thank God for my mentors. They tutored. They sat down with me at kitchen tables. I felt like I was getting tutored all over again in school. They're telling me to write this down. Tell me what. Just give me all this stuff. The affirmations was for me. I gave myself affirmations, which was the ideas and thoughts. I was pouring in affirmations, and they were giving me, which was creating a new image. They were giving me new thoughts. Darrin, this is how you build this right here. This is how you go from this right here. This is how you go from 100,000 a year to 100,000 a month. This is how you go from 20,000 a week to 20 to 40,000 a week, to multiplying it, to helping the next person. I was getting tutoring, and I was getting new images. It was like the Matrix. I was just getting new ideas. I didn't cancel out anything. I just let my paradigm just get soaked in with I just let it get saturated to the point where going diamond in 30 days is supposed to happen. Going 6 figures in your first month is supposed to happen. Being around Holton and letting them saturate my mind, I'm thinking that it's supposed to happen. Quitting your job your first 3 months in your new business, it's supposed to happen if you're in a good environment. The most frustrating thing for you to do is have the same results than what you had last year. You've got so many new ideas from the conscious mind, but that subconscious stayed the same. This is why repetition is necessary. Let me speed this up a little bit. The white line, you got to look at the white line. This is how you change your self-image. Look at the white line. White line above represents the sound of my voice. Forget CD playing, of my voice. And some of you, all of you, matter of fact, you didn't hear everything I said today. That's why I tell people, give me a year, give me some time. Because through repetition, you got to keep hearing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Why is that? The red line, this I call it a thought trip. You were listening in, you were listening. This is awesome stuff. Look at the red line. This is all, oh, Darrin's killing it. He's killing it. Oh my gosh, he's killing. Boom, the phone rang. Oh my gosh, who the heck? Oh God, I forgot all about so-and-so. And I'm still talking, but you're on a thought trip now. And then boom, now you're done off the phone call. Boom, now this is good stuff, Darrin. This is good. This is awesome. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Boom, your dog pooped on the floor. Oh, what the hell? Babe. Now you're all over the place and you're talking to somebody else, and here it is. Boom. Now you're listening again. Well, that's why you got to keep hearing the same thing over and over and over again. Because it's very rare that you're going to have a thought trip at the same in particular place that you had it yesterday. This is why I study 1 or 2 people at a time. This is why I don't give my groups 4 or 5. I'm in different WhatsApp groups, and I'm seeing you all sending your groups different YouTube stuff, and you're confusing them. A confused mind will not do anything. That's why I don't send them 4 or 5 different leaders. That's why I don't have different leaders from different companies. I don't care if they're making $1 million a week, $1 million a month, don't matter. I don't have them talking to my groups. It'll confuse them. And you're wondering why your group isn't growing because they're getting pulled all over the place. And here it is, they got multiple different thought trips that they're having in each different category. This is why I don't study a lot of different things at once. Every month, I study 1 or 2 different things every month. Sometimes 2 or 3, or sometimes 90 days to 120 days. Same exact thing. This is why I still listen to the same recording of Bob saying, Darrin, you remind me of me. You remind me so much of me. And I'm thinking, what type of images did Bob have when he was my age? What type of leadership did he have when he was my age? Trying to get the new image. Trying to become effective. This is why people, you get on one person, a person on a call, and here it is. They went through so many thought trips, more than 3 thought trips. There's only 3 right here, but I guarantee they went through a lot of thought trips. Some of you guys already went through, just try to count how many thought trips you already went on. We've been talking for what, an hour and a half? How many thought trips you think you already had? Some of you guys think about food. I'm hungry. Some of you guys thinking about your team. Oh, well, you know, this is awesome stuff, but you know, I got to do this call. Whatever it is, thought trips. That's why I said the intellectual will. Focus. That's why I like people sharing their screens so I can see who's focused. You see people on calls, and here it is, they're doing a call while they're on the call. You might as well jump off the call. It's already hard enough when you're just focusing it and you're trying to convince your conscious mind to get to your subconscious mind. How hard do you think it is if you're on the call and doing different things? It's already hard enough when you just focus doing this right here. Repetition is key. Repetition. Don't talk to 5 different leaders. Just talk to 1 or 2. And the 1 or 2 need to be alignment with each other. Alignment with each other. That's like you asking 5 different people for directions. Hey, can you show me how to get from California? Absolutely. You just turn left right here, go right. Then you go to the next person. Can you show me how to go to California? For sure. Yeah, turn left, turn right up here. Other guy told me to turn left. Well, no, let me see. No, turn right. I'm right. No, you're confusing them. Different cultures, different, it's different. Same designation, but different process. Repetition's key. Writing causes thinking. When you're changing your self-image, you got to write down what I try to do it every day. I'm at fault at this. I don't do it every day, but try to do it every single day. There's a book called by John Maxwell, the best book that was ever wrote. I think it's called The Best Book That Was Ever Wrote. And guess what? The book is empty. And John Maxwell gave me that book back in 2016. And he said, you write down the best book that was ever wrote. So now I use that book, and every different page, every page I would write, think. Writing causes thinking. Thinking causes images. Images causes feeling, and that's where the results start to come. Feeling causes action. The problem is with some people with self-image, writing causes thinking. Thinking creates the image, and they never go from the image to the feeling. And some people never go from the feeling to the action. They just get the image and they just say it sounds good. Some of them get the feeling this is all good, this is good stuff, but they never go to the action part. And action creates results. Now, last thing I want to talk about, I was very skeptical about putting this on here because I don't want people to really to get lost in the sauce with this. But this right here, and it's being recorded, so I can't say, but this was a program that I paid for. And I think it was about, I think about 15,000 maybe, I don't know. And it wasn't, some people were kind of mad about the situation, what happened. because there was a lot of things promised that we didn't get. And I was excited. I wasn't one of those people that was mad. I was excited that we got one deal out of it. And we flew out to LA. And this right here changed up my self-image, changed up the way I look at people, changed up everything. The body is a servant of the mind. It obeys the operation of the mind. The body is a delicate plastic instrument, meaning your body is just a dumb thing for this mind. The mind tells the body what to do. When I wake up in the morning, I say, get your ass up, because my body don't want to get up. My body says, I'm tired. My mind said, no, let's get up. Get up. In the morning, when I wake up, still to this day, I don't want to get up at 4 a.m. Still to this day. It's still a strong paradigm. But my body gets up every time. I say, get your behind up. And my body says, let's go. My mind tells my body what to do. My body don't tell my mind what to do. And this one, Bob said, Darrin, you don't get migraines, you're creating them. Your mind is telling your body what to do. You created it, now you stop it. I never looked at it that way. I just thought it was a genetic thing. My dad gets them, my sister gets them. Never looked at it that way. He says, Darrin, if you get a migraine, you caused it. You thought it. And guess what, Darrin? You expect it. I used to expect to get one every week. And guess what? I got one every week. The subconscious mind gives you exactly what you expect, which responds readily to the thoughts by which it is impressed, and habits of thought will produce their own effects. Now, this is a unique situation, but I want to give it to you because I want you to look at yourself differently. Your body telegraphs the entire world exactly what's going on in the mind. Now, the first thing is what? First thing is cerebral. First thing is muscular. Third thing is thoracic. Fourth thing is abdominal. The last one is osseous, but I'm not going to put osseous on there because there's very few of them on there. And Bob said never even focus on them anyways. Now, this is how I can tell if someone, how to work with them, what to say to them, what type of people they are, and the way that they're thinking. The body's an instrument of the mind. Cerebrals are quiet, they're thinkers. Musculars, they're controlling. Thoracic, driven. I have these two circled because these people are people that are kind of good, are really good in your business. Thoracic for sure, muscular as well. Yeah, for sure as well. Not maybe, yeah, musculars can be a problem, but you know what it is. Abdominal, motivated with comfort. Now, let me read some of this stuff to you. Let me start off with thoracic. When you're looking for people to build your business, you want to become this as well. Look at the face, the jawline. Jawline tells you everything. The shoulders tells you everything. The hands tells you everything. The way that they stand, the way that they sit, the way that they walk, the way they look at you. Everything's a self-image. Tells me exactly what's going on in the mindset. Look at the head, oval shape, broad temples, body, very proportioned, wedged, graceful. Hands and feet are balanced, firm handshake. Money, never forget when Bob said this about me. He said, Darrin, he used me as an example. He said, Darrin's very thoracic. He said, money, they love to earn it and even more to spend it. I said, how do you know that? They love to earn it, but they love to spend it too. Earning money comes relatively easy to them. Money is not an object once they are sold. Clothes, very styled, large wardrobe. When they have money, they buy more clothes. I said, how the hell do you know that? Food, enjoys variety, not picky. Atmosphere is very important to them. Work, they do not enjoy manual labor. Seek for promotional work. They're travelers. They're urgent. They're entertainers, in most cases goofy. Promoters, organizers, teachers, dancers, salesmen, saleswomen. Habits, always thinking ahead. Go, 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 go. Makes a list of things to do, like to be on time. Now, some of this stuff may not be, just get the logistics. Social, like people, not shy at all. Let's look at cerebral. I love talking to cerebrals. Head is heart-shaped, disproportionate large, thin, fragile, flat-chested, hands long, thin, weak handshakes. Money, unconcerned, doesn't want a lot of it, just enough just to get by. Clothes, unimportant to them. They're normally oddballs. Food, not interested. Picky eaters. Eat to live, not live to eat. Work, not fond on heavy labor. Prefer to read heavy literature. Professors, scientists, philosophers. Overthinkers, analysis paralysis. Emotions, easy, become tense and uneasy, very sensitive. Social, enjoy being alone while thinking and planning. Muscular, heads are squared, body, athletic, squared. Now, you're not just one of these. Some of you are a multitude of these. All of us are a multitude of these. I'm muscular and driven. Some of you guys are cerebral and maybe not cerebral and abdominal, maybe cerebral and thoracic. Maybe you never really see a cerebral and muscular. That doesn't go hand in hand. But you may see you definitely see a muscular and abdominal. But I'll explain to you. Muscular, wide square palm. Money, tough with money. They're managers, really strict. Clothes, eye on economy. Food, firm, solid, meats, steaks, burgers. Work, enjoyed physical, hard labor. Habits, enjoys arguments. Likes to calculate money. Love to dominate. So when I'm talking to a muscular, I'll talk about them on how they can be the leader in the business. I don't talk about me. If I talk about me, they won't like me. If I talk about them, tell them how much good they're going to be in the business, how they're going to be the leader, they're going to love me. I'll take them to Outback. I'll take them to Old Charlie's. I'll take them to 1933. I'll take them to Ruth Chris. Give them a nice little steak or something fattening so that they can bite into. Abdominal, heads, round, flesh. Body, extended midsection, large tummies and broad rump. Hands, flashy and chubby. Money, trustworthy, not much protest or price. Clothes, attire, loud, bright colors, flashy jewelry. Food, like a lot of food, enjoys rich food, well seasoned, always have a good appetite, enjoys pleasant surroundings when eating. Work, average workers, takes a while to get going. Habits, ready to eat at any time, like comfortable, cushy furniture, usually tardy. Emotions, relaxed, easy going, calm. Social, they like people and make good friends. The thing about abdominals, they're motivated with comfort. They don't like to be uncomfortable. When I do a call and I see people, I'm programmed to see this. When they say, Darrin, I got a driven person, they're going to do a lot. Can you meet them? Yeah, I'll meet them. I know exactly what they're going to be. The outside of your temple tells me the inside of your subconscious. The mind never lies. By the fruits, you shall know them. I know who's lazy. I know who's driven. I know who's really starting to tap into the driven side. When I work with people and just your results with your income, that's not the only thing that changes. When your income changes, everything changes. Steve Jobs says you can only connect the dots looking backwards. You can't connect the dots looking forward. Every habit or discipline connects the dot for the next habit and discipline. I know when you're focused or not. And you will too when you practice this in your life. Now, action steps. What's your primary goal? You want to set the primary goal, what you're going for, what you're going to achieve in the next 7 days. I want you to text me and tell me what you're going to do in 7 days. 7 days. Before Sunday, I want you to let me know. Write down 3 action steps, what you're going to do this week. Growth opportunities. What are you going to grow into? What are you going to do things different? What are you going to accomplish in a very short period of time? And paradigm challenges. You got to challenge yourself. You got to stretch yourself. Do the thing that you don't want to do until you love to do it and you don't have to do it anymore. That's how it works. Do what you don't want to do until you want to do it, and then you don't have to do it anymore. Never forget when Bob told me to do that. I said, how do you do that? He said, people go to jobs and they force themselves to do that until it becomes a habit. Well, make this business a habit. Make you building your organization a habit. Make you helping people a habit. Make you raising your income being a habit. Do what you don't want to do. Until successful people do things that unsuccessful people don't want to do. Successful people do things. There's people on the line right now. You all didn't have to be in this. But I guarantee you this one call right here, and some of you have been hearing me for years. I've never given you a facilitation before. This probably changed everything for you. It's probably one of the biggest calls you've ever been on. And guess what? I'm only giving you 2% of it. In that class that starts in September, they're going to get a lot of it. This is only just a little piece. But this little piece will do a lot for you this week. Make sure you take action in it. Okay? Let me see. Hold on.